Hey, how's everyone doing? This is New York Dan here. Yeah, I was out tonight, out and about. I actually got my car out. It's a good feeling to be able to get around again, be able to get out of the house, drive somewhere. Yeah, I went to the fishing club for dinner. It's on the channel. Posted it. I actually filmed it. Yeah, I'm surprised that thing backed out okay. I think the deal is you need the four-wheel drive if you're at a complete stop and there's any kind of like hillage, then you can't get the car to go. The rear drive's tricky. I was looking through the comments, we were saying I should switch rides with Sarasota Tim. I need the four-wheel drive truck, the Ford here in New York, and he could use the Mustang down there. So, yeah, we're going to talk some Sarasota tonight. I'm going to do, you know what? I'm going to do a couple vids. Well, I get ambitious, and I think I can do so many, but they do take a while to film and load and stuff like that. So, I want to do Nomadic Fanatic. Maybe I'll do that separate. I got a bunch of things going on. I want to do an Adam the Woo update. Yeah. Apparently, his dad put out a vid claiming the medical report has been released about the death of Adam the Woo. And I'm going to talk about it later, but there's some fishy stuff. He doesn't really give the details. He said it was 9 pages, and he didn't want to bore people with the details. He just put down it's atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, and obesity led to death of natural causes. And you know what? A whole bunch of YouTube channels jumped on it. Yeah, they're putting out vids about it, and one of the guys couldn't even pronounce atherosclerosis. He butchered it. They don't even know what they're talking about. And those vids are getting like 50,000 views. Believe that? There's something going on with that. Something's real fishy. Anyway, I'm gonna keep these videos separate. You got to keep them separated. This video right here, we are going to talk Sarasota. Yeah, that rascal, Sarasota Tim. You know what? In an attempt to get that 100,000 subscriber plaque, he is renaming the channel. He's going to do a reboot. Yup, it's all about that 2026 goal by the end of the year to get to that level of subscribers. And he's come up with a great idea. He started it already. He is going to follow Miss Jolene around. He's going to call the channel the Miss Jolene Cam. Action Cam. Yeah, you know those cam channels you can watch? He's turning it into a cam channel theme. It's going to have shots of Miss Jolene. He's going to use the zoom lens. He's going to do a bunch of stuff. It's going to be a smash hit. He's going to follow her around. And then what he's going to do is he's going to get up extra early in the morning. And while Teddy's still sleeping, he's going to have coffee with Miss Jolene in the tiki hut. Yeah. And then they're going to like go on long walks. And he's going to show some of the sights in Florida. Yeah. The Miss Jolene Action Cam. That's the new reboot. He's relocating from Sarasota, Florida to Boynton Beach, baby. This takes the cake. You guys see that? You guys see what happened with that? I'm like, man, what the heck? And then poor Teddy, man, they made him an apple pie for his birthday cake. They put 3 candles on it. And Tim's like, you gotta make a wish. Make a wish before you blow out the candles. I could see Teddy's thinking, he's like, his wish was probably, get this bum out of here. When's this bum gonna go home? Enough. Yeah, you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder. Now, guys, I was watching the videos and I did not see any birthday gift from Sarasota Tim. What is going on here? Is this for real? Did I miss it? How do you go to a guy's 79th birthday, you don't buy him a birthday gift? What kind of crap is that? Who does that? Who? I can't even believe Tim would do it. I can't even believe he would do this. It's shocking me. Because he's staying at their property. He should help out. He should do something for them. Bring them something. Why is this guy that hard up for money? He's that much on the skids. Meanwhile, he's buying stuff right and left. How's he paying for all the stuff he's buying? Leather Kawasaki pants. A Monster Energy jacket to make him look like he's going to dirt bike race. What's going on here? You can't buy your friends something cool for their birthday or bring them some stuff? I can't get over it. I just can't. Is that for real? Man, I don't believe it. He should have called up a restaurant and ordered a whole meal for them. And he could have picked it up. He's got his truck there. He could have picked it up and bring it over for them to enjoy. Yeah, if they don't want to go out to a fancy restaurant, they want to eat in the tiki hut, no problem. You can call in the Italian restaurants right in like Boynton Beach there. There's restaurants close by, Lake Worth. You order a feast. You get them something good. Get them some, what would a good dish be? Maybe some broccoli rabe. Do you guys like that? Broccoli rabe. You get them maybe some lasagna. I had that the other night. Yeah. Yeah. What else is a good dish? A good side dish? You want an Italian feast. Spinach, sauteed spinach with garlic. Now we're talking. A Greek salad. Yeah, or an Italian salad. A lot of olives in it, red onion. Yeah, some balsamic. He could have had a restaurant prepare all that. I got restaurants right by me. I got Rose's Pizza. They will make you any kind of food you want. It's really good. Italian food. You put in an order and you can pick it up. They'll have it, they'll cook it for you, have it all ready. Could have brought that over to Miss Jolene and Teddy, and he could have enjoyed it himself, and they could have had a really nice restaurant dinner right in the tiki hut. I can't believe this guy. I can't get over him. I'm mad that he doesn't treat them right, like taking advantage like that. Why? What's wrong with this? What's going on? He's got money. He's got his credit cards. Why can't he do something? It doesn't cost that much either. Like, he could have gotten a whole Italian dinner like I just described. Less than $100. Less than $100. With plenty of food. That would have lasted a couple meals probably. I mean, this takes the cake. Don't be so cheap. He brought a thing of Starbucks coffee to them last time at Christmas. That's like $10 it's cheap. That's like nothing. And people said he didn't even pay for it. He used his Buy Me a Coffee money on the channel to pay for it. He's probably got enough Buy Me a Coffees on there to bring them an Italian feast. Yup. Guys, this guy takes the cake. Takes the cake, guys. I'm going to have to, when I go to Florida, and that's coming right up, I'm going to have to bring Miss Jolene and Teddy something. We're going to have to make this right. Yup. I'm going to get them something, bring over some kind of a meal. I'll go to an Italian restaurant, have it picked up. What do you guys think they'd like? You let me know in the comments. We'll use my channel's Buy Me a Coffee when I'm down there in Florida. We're going to bring them, put together a meal for them and give them some presents. This is not right. The guy's 79th birthday, and he shows up empty-handed. It's craziness. I don't get it. He's staying at their house. I mean, come on. Yeah, he's in that little cabin thing, but really, you know how expensive it is to stay in South Florida this time of year? Even a cheap hotel is going to be a couple $100 a night. Yeah. If he had spent $100 on them, the number of nights he's staying there, it comes out to like $30 a night. What is this? It's craziness. Yup. We'll see and he hasn't really filmed many videos, and there hasn't really been much content. He talked about attractions in the area when he did the walk video with Miss Jolene. Yeah. He talked about Oprah's Place mansion. He pointed out a significant mansion humorously dubbed Oprah's Place or Beverly Hillbillies, which is described as the most expensive property on A1A and Ocean Avenue. He invites viewers to estimate its 2026 value in the comments. Oh, there's some really big mansions when you go out when you drive along A1A. I did that last March, and I filmed it, that drive. I had the monster truck in front of me. Yeah. There's all kinds of elaborate estates that are on that barrier island. Yeah, that's definitely high end. He walked across the Ocean Avenue Bridge. He showed views of Two George's restaurant and the Banana Boat restaurant, both described as long-standing popular tourist spots. I've not checked out either one of those, to be honest with you guys. I know right where he went, though. Despite the cold, people prefer to sit outside the restaurants when the weather's nice. He acknowledged high prices at the Two George's restaurant. Forget about it. He can't afford nothing. And the weather is not that cold in Florida where he is. It was 55 in the Tiki Hut the other night. But during the daytime, I think it's perfect weather. Why would you want it any hotter? You wear like a sweatshirt. You don't want to be baking. You don't want to be in 90-degree weather in Florida. This is perfect weather for doing activities. Golf, you got to be kidding me. You got to be going into comedy. Golf in 55-degree weather is perfect because you're moving around a lot doing golf. You're going to get hot anyway. That's perfect weather for golf. You don't want to play golf when it's like 80 degrees out and you're out there in the sun sweating away. No. Yeah, I can't believe this stuff. So anyway, his video, his walk with Miss Jolene got 12 comments. Wait, is that correct? 13. I'm sorry. 13 comments. Craig67 says, get those steps in, Baker. We are snowbound up north. It sucks, but we'll deal with it. Need a flamethrower to melt this snow and ice. Jim L3R commented, hope you're picking up a cake for the birthday boy in your travels. Crush it. And Real Y2U commented, you must be new here or just really vapid. So they know. They're like, he's not buying them a birthday cake. Don't even say that. He's not going to do it. That was funny. It got 12 likes. Hope you pick up a birthday cake. Yeah. Steely Dan, greetings. SAS commented, Tim, beautiful sunrise as I look outside at 18 inches of snow and 7-degree temperatures. I think I've sung a couple of your songs on my channel. Or I've attempted to sing them. Steve Padraza says I don't know if he's joking. He looked up on Zillow and apparently that mansion was $57,800,000. Jeez Louise. And you imagine if that's the cost of the mansion, you imagine how much the property taxes are? Man. Yeah, some of these mansions that are on the water, you got to be like in crime or something to afford them because like they have property taxes. Even you'll see when I run my boat there on the Long Island Sound, there's some mansions in Lloyd Harbor, New York. They're waterfront and they have a massive yard that it's got to be many acres that goes up a hill, and then you see the mansions on the top. They have their own beach. There's other buildings and stuff on the property. Some of those mansions, the property taxes, just the property taxes are $200,000 a year. You imagine that? Even if you own the house cash, even a doctor would not be able to pay those kind of property taxes and have money left over. No. And now they scrapped that SALT deduction, state and local tax. That you used to be able to deduct your property tax. That was capped off at $10,000 now. I don't know if they've changed it or they've allowed more than that, but there's been a SALT tax cap. So if you got a house like that, you can't even deduct it from your tax. You can't even deduct the high property taxes. So if you're like a surgeon and you make like $400,000 a year, I got news for you. By the time you pay all your income tax, the amount of cash you're gonna have left over, probably around $200,000 and change. And if your property taxes are $200,000 and you can't deduct those off your income Forget it. You can't even afford it. Can't afford it, man. Too expensive, man. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't know who's paying it. I don't know who the people are that have that money. That it's like real. What is that? It's some kind. It's some kind of mafia or something. Something's up with that, guys. You can't. That's not an ordinary amount of money that anybody can pay that does a job. Nope. So yeah, a lot of you. That was a rabbit hole we just went down. Jeez Louise. Kentucky Lucky commented, "Lovely walk on the beach. I know it's cold to you in Florida, but to me, with 2 feet of snow and -8 degrees, I will take anything above freezing and some sand on in my toes. Thanks for sharing the walk." I agree. Yeah, that's great weather. Whoa, we got a phone call coming in. Good thing it's on mute. Call my agent, man. Yeah. Joseph Greco says, Sterling Village made a cameo, and he said Sarasota Tim was at his best when he was bopping around Boynton Beach. You need to move back. Yeah, that part of Florida, I like that part of Florida. I've been there many times. I've been in different places in Florida. There's a lot of action around South Florida, along the East Coast. Usually the water's very clear for swimming. It's nice beaches along there. And you can go to Fort Lauderdale. You can drive to Miami. You have a lot of options. You can go over to Lake Worth Beach, Benny's on the beach. I was there. I filmed it. You got a lot of options. You could drive to Port St. Lucie. Yeah, a matter of fact, I want to do this. When I go down there, I'm going to see if my friend in Florida, if he's up for it. We're going to check on it. It used to be Club Med. It's still there, but they called it Club Wyndham. It may have even changed hands again. I'm not sure, but it's in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And there's a way you can get a day pass for like 90. Well, I hate to say it, but there's something going on called inflation. It was $95 when we did this a few years ago. We drove over to Port St. Lucie from Boca. It's like, wasn't that far, 2 hours or something. And paid the day fee. We had lunch there. We got to use the grounds. We went in the swimming pools. They have sailboats there you can use. Yeah, it's on the river right there. The water was a little muddy looking, I'm not going to lie, but it's still cool. It's fun to do. We did some sailing. We went out in one of those Hobie Cat boats. Captain New York Dan sailed it. We sailed it across the channel a little bit, across the river and back. It was fun. It was a fun day. And then at night, they do a party. They have a DJ set up, and then we were partying at night. We had a great time there. And they have a buffet meal. We went for the lunch. I think we had the dinner too. I think we ate 2 meals there. The buffet was great. They have red wine. Yeah. Oh, guess what? There was open bar included with that price. They have a bar outside, outdoor bars by the pool and stuff. You can get whatever drinks you want. I think I had a margarita or two. And yeah, we were having a grand old time there. They have, it's like a campus. They have a few buildings. They want people, ideally, they wanted people to stay for like a week. I looked it up on the internet one time about staying there. You can't, it's not like you can stay there overnight. No, they want you to book like a vacation there. It's almost like a cruise, but you're on land. You stay like for a whole week. And they have like basketball, golf, any kind of sports, tennis courts, any kind of sports you can think of. It's all included in the price. Yeah, we were going to play golf, but it was very hot out the day we went. I forget what was going on. There was something going on where we didn't play golf. Yup. And oh, get this, you will not believe it, but the guy at Club Med who did the golf, there was a guy there at the golf course in the booth, and we were talking with him, and he asked where I was from, and I told him on Long Island or whatnot, the town. And he's like, oh, that's funny. He's like, my brother used to be the assistant principal at a school up there. It turned out it was my high school, my middle school. Yeah, I remember the guy. And he actually called him up on the phone, and I left him a message. He called him. He's like, you won't believe this. You have two of your former students here at the golf course. Yeah, you believe that? That's a small world. Who would think? So yeah, if we go back there, I'll see if that guy's still working there. We'll see what I hope it's the same. I liked it when it was Club Med. It's a real cool place. If you guys live in Florida, I highly recommend doing that. Check into going over there. Just pay for the day pass. And you can eat there. You can enjoy the grounds, the pool, the party. It's fun. Yeah, actually, you know what? Sarasota should do that. That would make great content. Yeah, it will come up on his channel. He's watching. Ha. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, yeah, they were just talking about stuff. He did the oil change right after I did the Mustang oil change. He made a video about doing the oil change. They're like, he's watching, Dan. Yeah, you definitely, and he made some kind of comment about the gloves, maybe because I wore gloves. You want to wear gloves when you do an oil change, guys. This is ridiculous. You can get the whole box of those gloves. Yeah, it was bad during COVID. They jacked the price up, but now Harbor Freight Tools, they have them on sale a lot of times when they do their parking lot sale, so to speak. They just call it that. It's not necessarily in the parking lot. You can get the gloves for like $5.95 for a whole box, $5, $5 or $6. Yeah, I buy several boxes, 100 gloves in each box. Yeah, you want to wear those if you're working on cars. I don't know. I laugh at people that don't. Yeah, you get that oil on your hand and stuff. It's not coming off. It gets in your fingernails. That's a mess. I laugh if I see people not using those gloves. I'm like, what are they thinking? There was one guy on, he's got a big YouTube channel, probably bigger than Tim's. He's from Pennsylvania, and he has a motor yacht. And he changed the diesel oil. It's called Trying Not to Sink, I believe. He changed the diesels. He has Detroit diesels on it. He changed their motor oil, and he did it without any gloves on. And if you know anything about diesel engines. The motor oil gets jet black. It's like India ink. Yeah, forget about it. You do that, your hands are going to look terrible for like weeks. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this guy can afford a yacht, but he can't afford a box of gloves. Doesn't make sense. So, TRD Off-Road says the mansion's guest house alone would be featured on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these places have a, they call it like a boathouse. Yeah, by me, there's a Vanderbilt mansion. I should tour that sometime for the channel. That would be a great idea. I love that place. It's really neat to see. And they have the real mansion, and then also down by the water, they call it like the boathouse. And it's a whole other like little mansion. Yeah. Completely crazy. It's either feast or famine, man. It's like some people have too much money and they can't, they're just itching to like spend it on something crazy, like build a second house on your same property. Other people can't get any money. Feast or famine, man. Go figure. Yeah, it's insanity how it works. But yeah, we got to check that place out sometime. It's been used to film several Hollywood movies, have filmed there. Vanderbilt Mansion. Yup. Centerport, Long Island. That's where it's located. So, anyway, that's some of Tim's comments there. He put up 3 videos. That's it. They gave Teddy an apple pie for his birthday cake. Miss Jolene made it. Tim watched. She had an apple peeler. Tim was fascinated with it. He wanted to see how it worked. And then she peeled an apple for him, and he's like, "Oh, can I eat that apple?" And he ate it. Yup. It's the Miss Jolene Cam. That's his new channel. We're going to follow her around. Let's see what's going on with the comments over here. Oh, yeah, this is my fishing video. Well, I call it that. There's no fishing going on here this time of year. Fishing club video. I went to dinner. Got some good sandwiches there. We talk about fishing. We tell a lot of fish stories at that club. No, during the summer season, they do offer like prizes. If you catch certain fish, there's requirements. You do a weigh-in. They have a few. They do actively fish. Some of the members. Peter QAE says, I lived in Boston through the blizzard of 1978. Yup. I think he means Boston. He spelled it funny. I don't know if that's going to come out on here. Yeah, there's been some bad blizzards. Every once in a while, that's the problem with the Northeast. And I hope we don't. They're saying we're going to get more snow. Fingers crossed, I looked on my AccuWeather and it said 1 to 3 inches. I hope that's all. Because now we're getting piles. Where do you put it? Oh, a guy at the fishing club I was talking with, he lives further south on Long Island, and he said they got a lot less snow. He couldn't believe when he got up here on the North Shore how much snow. He said, I can tell you guys got hit by the piles on the side of the road everywhere. Oh yeah, is that the same guy? Peter Q8 said IGA stands for Independent Grocers Association, he thinks. But he could be wrong. Peter, Q80. You're probably right. Johnny G, 1920, says, way too cold to be outside in this weather. Yeah, you're right. You are right. If anything bad happens, if your car breaks down, it ain't going to be pretty. You can be out in this weather if your car's heat is working. You get it all warmed up. I had the heater almost to the highest level that it goes. And you have enough coats on and stuff. But when you're standing outside, it's very limited. It's way too cold. Oh, they asked about did Leslie get back from Florida? Johnny G, 1920. I answered him in the comment, and here's the deal. I'll tell you guys what happened with that. That bachelorette party trip, that turned out to be a fiasco. Yeah, it was, I believe, 4 girls total. It started out cool. They went last week. They left on a Thursday. And then because of the storm, their flight got, the original flight was supposed to be Sunday morning, right? These girls have jobs. They wanted to be back for work and stuff. It turned into a disaster. The flights got canceled completely because of the storm that we got Sunday into Monday. So then they were able to reschedule the flight, but the flights were connecting flights. They weren't direct. She ended up flying to Wisconsin. Was it Wisconsin? Either Wisconsin or Missouri. Yeah, you believe that? From Florida. They ended up in, I think it was Missouri. I think that's where it was. They ended up going to Missouri for a connecting flight. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure. So then what happened is Missouri, the weather's not good out there. That's going to be very dicey. You know, you're in a cold state where there's storms around. There's probably more of a chance of getting snow than Long Island even. So what happened was when they got there, I guess the weather was bad there, and the connecting flight got delayed. That's what happened. It got delayed. Long story short, it kept getting delayed, and they were rebooking, and they found another flight they could take, but instead of flying to Long Island, it went to New Jersey. Newark International Airport, Paterson, New Jersey, I believe it's in. No, Newark, New Jersey. That's the town. It's not Paterson. It's very close. It's close to New York City. They had to end up flying late at night last night, and they were supposed to have a connecting flight at something like yesterday at like 10 o'clock in the morning. They had to wait at the airport the whole day into the night. It kept getting delayed. They finally got a flight. They got into Newark, New Jersey last night around midnight. Yeah, maybe even later. Ridiculousness. They were all shot by the time they got done. They went to dinner and they said, we're not even going to talk at dinner. It's just going to be, we're not going to talk. I think they were at odds with each other. I don't want to say too much in case they see my video. My day will be mud. But, man, and you know what I said? I said, that's why I like doing the cruises. Yeah, I cruise right from New York. Forget the flight. I don't want any part of it. I don't want to deal with it, man. Too much, man. Too much stress, man. They put you in a little seat. They cram you in, man. They don't even give you good food on the plane anymore. Forget it. I also don't like to fly, period. I'm not big on it. I don't like the idea of being up that high. I don't like the idea of being in the capsule. I go on a flight, I feel like I'm John Glenn going to the moon. I'm scared. I don't like any part of it. I'm much more comfortable on the ship. Because the ship is luxury. You can walk around. There's no cramming into a small seat. You got plenty of room. The ship, when it's moving, it's so smooth that you don't even realize that you're traveling. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. You're like on a cloud. I highly recommend doing a cruise. It's the best way to take a vacation. Yeah. The airplanes, not so much. If you might have to do an airplane flight, though, if you're in the middle of the country and you want to do a cruise. Me, I'm going to do another cruise from Florida, from a Florida port this winter. And what I'm doing is I'm driving from New York down to the Florida port. I'm not going to fly. No, man. We no fly, man. Yeah. So that should be cool. It's coming up on the channel. We'll be doing that. So what else is going on here? Oh, keep it compact, Jack. Here I thought I was going to do this real fast. I don't know what I was thinking. There were a few things I wanted to mention. Yeah, I'm not like Sarasota Tim. I'm not going to refuse to mention other people's channels and stuff like that. All that petty junk. I noticed, you see things come up on my channel stream, on my notifications, because other people mention my channel on their channel, or they tag it. Few things going on. Grifter, he keeps changing the name so many times, I don't even remember what he's supposed to be called. The last check, it was called Old Men Nation. He rechanged the name again. Before that it was Grifters Anonymous. He changed the name again. Now I believe it's called Mark in Arizona. Yeah, he did a name change on his channel. The problem is he needs to do a content change. He keeps showing his dogs walking in the desert. That's his content. He's like, I gotta sharpen up my filming skills. I'm moving the camera too fast. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's boring content to see the same thing. The desert, there's nothing to even see. It's just those, what are those called? Juniper bushes or something? And rock, dust, and the dogs walk around. But you know what was cool on his channel? A lot of you guys are going to disagree with me, or you might think otherwise, but I liked it when he did those characters on his channel. Yeah, he puts up like on the sunglasses and the different crap, and he's doing these crazy characters on there. I thought that was funny. I think he was busting on barium exposure. A few people he busts on. I think he busts on Blind View's channel too. That's what he was doing. Yeah, those were funny. I liked when he did those things. But anyway, that's what's going on over there. And then I got a notification, Calpote, he is going to do some kind of he has an upcoming video. It says something about 10 o'clock or whatever tomorrow. I don't know if it might be a live stream, but he's using my name. He says that he's kind of trashing me, saying that I'm totally wrong. He's talking trash. I'm totally messed up what I'm saying about the protester in Minnesota. He's going to do a live on it tomorrow, or a video. I'm not sure which it is, on his channel. I saw that in my feed. I'm like, huh. And you know what? I don't know. He put that up, I think, before the nightly news came out today. I saw the newscast, and they found more video now. That same guy, I guess his name's Alex. He was carrying the gun. Oh, by the way, Trump said exactly what I had mentioned the other night. He had 2 clips or magazines of bullets, 2 loaded extra magazines with the gun. That's kind of scary. Usually if you see something like that, that's when you have people that are like, they're going to do a lot of shooting or whatever. Who would need to carry that? Very scary stuff. So, yeah, that was mentioned. And then get this, they had the video tonight where the same guy had an encounter a couple days prior to when he got shot. He had an encounter with ICE agents, and there's video of it. And this guy is off the chain. You may have seen the video tonight of it on the news, but there's something wrong with this guy. If you watch the video, he runs up to the ICE agents. They're in like a Chevy or a Ford SUV, a big vehicle, right? A black Ford or whatever. He runs up to it, and they're driving to it. It's in the street. I think the vehicle's like moving. He runs up to the thing, and he does a high kick with his leg, and he kicks the tail light and breaks it. He kicks out the damn tail light of their vehicle. The tail light lens breaks and falls on the ground. The agents get out of the truck, and they go up to apprehend him. The guy's like acting like a jackass. He's jumping all over the place. He's if you see that video, it's like, what's this guy on drugs or something? What is he doing? What the heck is he doing? I don't understand it. Why would you go up and kick? You come to Long Island and do that with the Suffolk police? Yeah, you come here and do that. You'll see what happens. You think the ICE agents are, they're not going to do anything because you're a protester? You try that here. Forget about it. You got to be insane in the membrane if you think you can go up and kick a police car's light out and nothing's going to happen. And he got away with it that time. They didn't shoot him or anything. Even though he was acting crazy, and I think they had to restrain him. He was going nuts, the guy. A bunch of officers had to restrain him. I don't know if they arrested him and he was released on bail. The news did not even say this stuff. They did not say he was arrested. They said there was an incident. So whatever's going on with this guy, it was nutty. Yeah, and we'll see what Calpo has to say about it. What kind of spin he's going to put on it. He's in Minnesota too. He's there. If he's so much a supporter, or he thinks that something wrong's going on, he could go and protest himself. He's right there, guys. He could go to wherever this is happening. He could do some protesting too and film it and put it on his channel if he wants. Content, baby, content. But I don't get it. It's bizarre stuff, what's going on. Totally bizarre. And they're just trying to do their job. I don't know why people are interfering. If you're not, if you're a U.S. citizen and you're here legally, you know, why are you interfering with what they're doing? The scope of it is originally that what they're focusing on are criminals that are here illegally. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're looking through if there's arrest warrants, records, things that are showing people did criminal activity. They're going after those immigrants that are here, and they're getting them out of the country because they're criminals. Yeah. I don't know. You want to protest that? Now get this. There was one, I might have mentioned this on my channel the other day. I saw in the world news, there was a guy, I think he was from El Salvador maybe. That's where my girlfriend's from too. Yeah, so if you can imagine, if anybody should be worried about like them taking people out of the country that are illegals or whatever, hey, I have a girlfriend from one of the countries that is a hot spot. Anyway, there was a guy that they arrested and they tried to get him out of here. In California, I think they did this. It was on the world news. This guy gave a high-speed chase and he ended up crashing his car. It was a big deal. And the ICE arrested him, or they got him. I forget exactly what. They did get him, but here's the deal. You know what this guy had done? He's over here illegally. He was, they said he was doing human trafficking. He was bringing people, running like a cartel, bringing people across the border, doing something like that. And there were other criminal arrest warrants for him too. He was doing a whole bunch of crime stuff. Okay, let me get this straight. Here's the deal. Here's the point I'm trying to make. He's an illegal immigrant, right? You know what he was driving? A brand new BMW. Yeah. Brand new BMW, right? He's over here illegally. How does that work? How do you have money for that? How do you do that? I'm driving old cars here, and I'm a U.S. citizen. I don't even buy a new BMW. Too expensive. What's going on here? Something's wrong when you have scenarios like that. It's craziness. That's my opinion. I leave the comments open. Some people will disagree with me. So anyway, that's my rant. Hey, we'll see, like I said, we'll see what Cal Poe comes up with, what his take on it is. And maybe Mark in Arizona will join him. Who knows? So, yeah, that's what's going on here on the stream. Oh, you know what? Yeah. All right. I think I got everything covered. It's getting late, guys, so this broadcast. Keep it compact, Jack. Come on, man. So yeah, we'll see what happens if Tim's channel, if he's gonna reboot the Sarasota Tim brand, or is he gonna do the Miss Jolene Cam? I don't know. We'll see what happens next. I'll do another video about Nomadic Fanatic, and then I'm gonna do one about Adam the Woo. Yeah. Hey, I hope everyone's staying warm. The whole country's in a really bad cold snap. It bites. Yeah. I wish they wouldn't gouge the price of the damn heating oil. That's messed up. Almost $1 a gallon higher than gasoline. That's ridiculous. Yeah, they should do something about that. That's not right when it's cold, like, to do that. That's ridiculous. They have plenty of heating oil and they have plenty of storage. There's no need to do that stuff. It's just like when there's a storm and everyone takes stuff from the grocery store. They raid the shelves. It's no need for that. Turned out the next day, you were able to drive around literally maybe 1.5 days you couldn't get around. Yeah. Especially if you have a bad car like New York Dan. All right, guys. Yeah, that's what's going on. Hopefully, by the way, I almost forgot to mention it. I think I'm feeling better today. I don't know if I was coming down with something last night, and that damn acid reflux thing, that's the pits. Luckily, last night I slept okay because I did not eat a damn thing. All I had was tap water when I filmed my vid. I'm a little worried though. You know what I did snack after fishing club? I was still hungry. I had some of these Cheez-Its. I'm wondering if these damn things are causing me a problem. I'll find out tonight. And I got news for you. That spaghetti, I don't know if I said that in the beginning of this broadcast. The spaghetti I got from the restaurant, yeah, the one that had the half price the other night, my friend, we all went there. Had lasagna, I had spaghetti. I think that food may have been causing that problem that I was having. And I'm not so sure that food is good. I don't know if it's too old. I don't trust it. I'm going to try making my own spaghetti and meatballs tomorrow. I'm going to do a recipe. By the way, another channel, which I almost completely forgot. We'll talk about it more when I do my recipe. But remember Stewie? Yeah, his fork in the road. He made some kind of a Italian sausage. It's a classic thing, but it's like carnival food, basically, on Long Island. Italian sausage and pepper hero sandwich he made. That was his storm recipe. I don't know. Can you call that a recipe? You see, whenever they have a carnival, they always have those sausage and pepper, and they'll put it on a hero bun for you. They sell it all the time at the carnival. It's right up there with like the hot dogs and, the carnival food. But anyway, I'm going to be crafting some real homemade recipes. Meatballs with bolognese spaghetti, red sauce. And I want to see if that red sauce causes that problem that I've had with the restaurant food. I have more of that restaurant pasta left. I'm not even going to eat it. I've had enough of that. That caused so much trouble with my digestive system. I was having all kinds of problems with it. Yeah, it was messing me up. I think it was causing a lot of intestinal problems too. That stuff could have been expired, damn it. I just don't know. I don't even want the rest of it. I'm done with that. I was a mess after I ate that. And it happened the first night too, when I ate it at the restaurant and it was fresh. They brought it right out. Yeah. We'll see if when I do it, I have the same problem. This will be an experiment because I've had pasta before. I've had red sauce. I put a lot of spice. I never have a problem like that. Even when I make that chili, you guys are seeing that? All that hot pepper and onion and everything I put on it. This powdered cayenne pepper. I never have a problem like that. Go figure, right? So we got to see what's up. I'm very suspect of that restaurant food. You make it at home by a real chef like NYD, and fresh ingredients. You know it's going to be safe to eat. That's the ironic thing. The restaurant may not have been. Anyway, guys, hey, I hope everyone has a great Thursday. Yeah, welcome to Thursday. This will be our Thursday morning chat. I got up real early today. I did some stock stuff, some trades. Then I went back to bed because I was catching up from the night before. Been busy, uber busy. Believe it or not, even with this cold weather, I've been like to the extreme here doing stuff. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. This is your friend, New York Dan. Hit the thumbs up for me. Hope everyone has a great Thursday. A terrific Thursday. Yup. All righty. Over and out.